Alright, let's talk to this person. Lady too busy washing dishes. Okay, that was good. Let's go... What does it say? Atop this potbelly stove is a pot of full slop. A pot stove top slop pot. I think I read that at some point. What's in the stage, by any chance? Nothing but the cowbell that I can just hit over and over again. As we always need more cowbell. This fell over. Set it back up. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I guess this really is full of a whole bunch of just low-level things. I think that when I check the spit can thingies, I've already done all the spittoons. Okay, I wonder if I can get the dartboards or anything like that. Whatever. I already have something interesting back there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe my info's too old. I found a note from some travelers that passed through here about 8 years ago. Oh, yeah, that was the previous bartender. He had a little trick he used to offer to show people. That's what got him fired eventually. That senator's wife wasn't amused. He rummages around under the bar for a minute, then blows the dust off a tiny piano about 9 inches tall. Here, you can keep the piano, as long as you don't ask me about the trick. Yeah, an item, miniature piano. Huh. It's a miniature piano. It'd be the right size for a foot-tall tickler of the ivories, but the winding key on the side seems to indicate it plays itself. Alright, let's see. Can I use it? The piano isn't playing right now. Want to turn it on? Yes. You wind the crank and the piano starts tinkling merrily. I assume this allows me to just put, like, public domain Joe in the background of every single section that I move through. Okay. We don't need anything with Ellsbury here. I guess I don't need any slop. That piano is based on an old joke. Yeah, this area's kind of left me in the dust a little bit with the jokes. I haven't gotten a lot of these, like, old-timey old Western jokes. Let's play some poker, though. Alright, ante up. Okay. The dealer shuffles the deck, or gives the deck a shuffle, then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table. A pair of jacks, 4 deuces, and a pair of one-armed king of spades. So that's 1, 5, 6, 7 cards. Okay, I will forcefully strategize. 20% win chance. We will glamorously raise. And we'll obnoxiously strategize to get us a nice 70% win chance here. And I won. Excellent. Nothing really seems to be that useful for the poker game for me at this point in the game, as I have a lot of in-game money here. So let's go to Danny's Tannery and enjoy some Full House jokes. Crate of supplies. Let's see. Full canteen. There's some very old water in a very old canteen. Drinking it would probably give you tetanus, which was discovered very recently. Chemical bullet and military grade whiskey. Alright. There better be, like, a poker game or something like that involved with this area if I'm doing Danny's Tannery. It sounds like there's a lot of fighting going on inside the tannery. Except instead of the regular fighting sounds you're used to, it's like shouting and gunfire and chairs being broken over people's backs. You hear a lot of ghostly bellowing and shrill cackling laughter. It sounds like a real bad scene, in other words. Enter the tannery. As you enter the tannery, the second thing you notice is that the place has been abandoned for years, probably since the cows came home. A lot of the equipment is wrecked, and all of it is covered with dust. The first thing you notice is that there are a bunch of rodeo clowns in here, fighting with... well, they aren't cows exactly. They're more like the possessed skin of cows. Ew. That's a little strange, because you've never seen people wearing, for example, cow leather chaps, and you've never seen anyone being attacked by their chaps. Maybe there's something about the tanning process that makes leather impervious to possession, and these cow ghost whatevers are untanned hides. In any case, the clowns and cows seem preoccupied enough with their fighting that they haven't noticed you. At least not yet. Okay. I wonder if I can sneak through this section. So I can exit. We're not going to fight this. We're going to see if I can just sneak through this entire section of the game here. Turns out I can do a pretty good job of just walking through all the things that are behind everything. Alright. The store is locked, which is probably just as well considering the ruckus you hear on the other side of it. Oh. Okay. Let's go ask my partner for any sort of hints. What is that? There's a box right there. Can I get close to it? Nope. Nope, I cannot. What does my partner say? Wow, such a place of craziness. Yeah, no kidding. Why are cows fighting the white-faced mans? Well, it's complicated. Thank you once again, Gary, for your insightful insight. Huh, so this is interesting. I would like to, ideally, open up this door, I assume. But I don't see anything that will allow me to do it. There's a box behind the first fight. I guess I'll do that fight real quick, and then we'll just see what happens. As you approach the clown and weird cow leather ghost thing, they take notice of you and stop fighting while they process this new development. The clown unfortunately seems to decide he hates cows more than he hates you. The cow unfortunately decides it hates you more. Hate it right back. Oh, wow. The clown is actually on my team now. Well, let's just one-shot it here. I think I might be a little bit over-leveled for this part of the game. Alright, I forgot that the clowns are supposed to be on my side. Never mind. The enemy of your enemy is apparently not your friend, because the clown decides it's his turn to be on the right side of the screen. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Never again do that laughing sound effect, please. Luckily, I can insta-kill him just as well. Well, that's one clown and one cow down. You hear a lot more fighting going on in the rest of the tannery, though, so that pat on the back will have to wait till later. Old toolbox, open it. Leather shears and handful of nails. Besides the miscellaneous scraps and junk that naturally accumulate in toolboxes. Yeah, I do that. I'm like, oh, here's this like random piece of crap that I peeled off of this one thing. Let me just throw this back in the toolbox to clean up later. And then I never clean it up later. Never, ever, ever. You find a handful of nails and a pair of sizable, sharp, and serious-looking scissors. Leather shears. They're a good melee weapon, but meh. I don't need any melee weapons. And nails. I do have the hammer purchased, so I do have that. I can use those nails with that hammer at some point to potentially unlock new things, I guess. Alright, let's go through this fight now. Your attempt to sneak up on the cow fails, assuming you were even sneaking and not just moseying over. The cows appear all too willing to add your face to the list of faces they hate, and turn their attention from the clowns, who jump on this opportunity to jump on their ancient enemies. Join the fracas. Jesus Christ, the sound effects. It's just a cacophony of clown sounds and cow sounds. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna actually summon the Goblin Grunt because I'm interested to see if they're even remotely better now that I've used Gary Grow on Gary here. No. No, they are not. What a surprise. True to form, the clowns who are on your side in that fight betray you. Damn clowns. They're also extremely easy to kill, so let's just pop this one real quick. And we'll summon the Gary clone, who will be utterly useless except for maybe potentially being a meat shield. And even that's probably asking a little bit too much here. Yep. So, one thing that I think is really interesting is that I am just destroying enemies in this game. I feel like I feel like if you just do everything in this game, there's no like difficulty curve to it. It's just you just whip through it. It feels kind of strange to be fighting alongside demonic clowns, but I guess war makes strange bedfellows. Please ignore the fact that I just used demonic clowns and bedfellows in the same sentence. Alright, one more fight to get through, and I think we're done with this section. Okay, my character's gonna freak out. This scene has the makings of a real brawl. Not only does one of the clowns have a nasty look in his eye, nastier than typical I mean, but one of the possessed cowhides is stretched on a tanning frame, which makes it stronger somehow, I assume. I thought that this was a... thought this was part of the scenery. Turns out that the cowhide before being turned into a ghost is also just as deadly. Alright, I will use my... let's see... I'll use the fan hammer to kill the cowhide here. That was a lot of scraps. I have to wonder, I'm really curious, I want to know what engine was used to make this game, because it looks like a Flash game. I don't believe it's a Flash game. I'm betting it's probably Unity, but it looks exactly like what I would expect a Flash game to look like. Just because it mostly has like this tweened look to all of the animations. And that's just, I don't know. This doesn't seem too Flash-like. I mean, I know you can do it, but I don't know. This is a little bit, this looks a little bit more hardware acceleratory than software, but I mean, I can't really know that for sure. That's an incredibly, incredibly minor technical point. At any rate, oh no, Gary! Christ. I mean, I think he'll be fine. Because, you know, he's basically made out of mushroom. But I still will mourn at least the death of that Gary. Guess what? The clowns turn on you after the cows are all dead. This is not surprising. Oh, Jesus. You know, I don't really have a fear of clowns. But I have a fear of these clowns specifically. These ones are way, way, way less cool than clowns in real life. To be fair, the only clown I ever met was this one guy who was one of my neighbors. And boy, Gary, you were completely useless. He was one of my neighbors, and, you know, having a neighbor for a clown is something that sounds a lot more terrifying than it actually is, I guess. Because the dude literally just, like, all I did was, is there any way I can get out of this? Because this does not look promising here. I can disable... shit. I can use a silver bullet on some of these guys. I have a ton. So I'll just fire them. Because it won't end my turn if I do that. And if I use almost all my silver bullets, I'll be able to get through this round. Anyway, so he, like, neighbor as a clown, you're just like, oh god, you're gonna die. Nah. All I did was volunteer at children's hospitals. Actually a really solid dude. One of the nicest people I've ever met. Wow, what a mess that fight was, and what a mess the floor is afterwards. At least now you're free to poke around the scenery. Let's see. I got a varmint skin and knife, which I already had, and a tannery backdoor key. Presumably this key unlocks the back door to Danny's tannery. Can I interact with these skeletons? I can. Tannery's Saint Rage key. This body must have been lying here since the cows came home. There isn't much left of him. This key has an old and worn leather tag on it that says Saint Rage, which is a Metallica joke. Pile of loose boards. Build a crate. There we go. It's a crate. Open it up. Well, that's neat. I built a crate, and it apparently had items in it after I built it. After I, presumably put the items from the floor into the crate. Let's go to the back of Danny's tannery here. Oh boy. Oh geez, this is not a good situation to be in. You quickly hide behind some old tanned hides. Huh? Is that why they're called that? There are 3 clowns out here, each armed with a nasty looking knife. One of them is licking his knife, and the sound makes you think maybe he's literally sharpening the blade on his tongue. Oh god. They are facing down 2 of the stretched cow hides and a monstrous thing that looks like an entire cow skeleton draped in flayed cow skin. I bet you think you're real clever breaking in through the human plane. Did you think we wouldn't follow you? No. Do you think you'd find a weapon here to use against us? Or are you just trying to escape? What? You take that back. Stop listening. None of them seem to have noticed you. It looks like you'd sneak in through the back door if you're really careful. Okay. Also, somebody in my chat has notified me that it is not, the album was called Saint Anger, not Saint Rage. Excuse me, it sucked either way. When they see you, the clowns and cows stop hissing and mooing and posturing at each other. Hey, who the hell are you? Candygram? Uh-oh, that's a chance. Get him! Run off. So I don't have the ability to sneak past them. What does Gary say? Careful being. Oh. Well, I guess I could try sneaking past them all. Or I could try killing them. Considering how poorly the last fight went, where I needed to use a whole bunch of silver bullets to get through it. I don't know. It doesn't seem good for my health to try and get into that fight. So for now, I guess I'm going to leave Danny's Tannery. And actually, I need to talk to my partner to figure out what I should be doing now. Let's see. What do you think we should do next? Big iron, any other ideas? Purple moss, back to the nun. Okay, and... yes, okay. So we need to go back to the submission mission here. And that ought to... oh, there's also the professor's house. That's another place I can explore. Where is the old mission? Here we are. We'll go investigate the land of 1,000 tortilla chips here. You're around a corner in a box canyon and find yourself face to face with a pyro bove. You're boxed in. Alright. I should be able to just one-shot it, though. Yep. Didn't even do an entire... okay. Didn't even do an entire round of my triple attack there. Just one was all it required. I should probably check out the train at some point just to see get an idea of what it, like, is going to require. Maybe I'll be able to... I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to, like... explore further in the game than where I currently am. I don't know. For now, I'm going to explore more of this area because I remember I was not able to kill the pile of skulls. And now might be my chance. I might be just powerful enough to do it at this point. On the other hand, I could just get my ass kicked and we'll find out. But I can one-shot everything now. So, or, I mean, mostly one-shot everything. If I do the shoot nanny skill and I get enough hits, then that will indeed, for every one of these that hits, it'll probably kill it. That was worthless. Thanks. Let's reproduce a goblin grunt at least, and oh god, they're gonna kick my ass. Oh god, they're gonna kick my ass. Okay. Okay. I have a bunch of dynamite. I can disable things. I can do chemical bullets, which will one-shot things. If I throw a snake, it won't work. Let us... okay. If I chemical bullet which one? Pretty much any of them. I'll chemical bullet this one. So kill one. I'll chemical bullet this one. So do one. I will, I guess I'll throw dynamite at this one a bunch. And then all I need to do is just land a single attack on this guy, and I've done it. Boop, and boop. There we go. I did it. Ha! Even 5 heads aren't better than this one. That was decidedly not worth it, because I used, like, 300 meat worth of things to get back 20 meat. But the point is, the principle of the matter was preserved. Okay, anything else in here? Oh. Oh. I forgot about the Pope. How could I have done such a thing? Alright, let's fight the Pope next time. Thank you for watching.